Hello and welcome to the studio where I paint away the stress of everyday life, and I'm in my series of Christmas card paintings. As you can see, I've just completed the outline there of the two little snow children, and this is dedicated to my two grandsons. I will explain why in 1 second. But I got a 16 by 10 canvas panel and I've actually gessoed that once. There we go, there is the tracing. There you go, you can see I've got the tracing there for you. That's going to be available on my shop, because you can digitally download these now from the shop. You can go to the website, there's free ones on there, but this is actually in the shop itself. So if you want this, you need to go there and download that directly, and it's in PDF format. And this is Reese, this is my eldest grandson, and this is Daniel, his brother, and he's a little bit like that. He's a little bit like, you know, he's trouble. If you want to see a video of Daniel, click the iCards there and I'll explain everything. Anyway, let's just get straight into this painting. So I'm going to pick up a short flat. There we go, it's a long handled one, because I can sit back away from the canvas while I'm doing this. And I'm going to just use a few colours. You can see that I've already mixed a few colours onto the palette. Why? Because I've already done one painting ready for my Christmas card collection this year, and I sell those Christmas cards for charity, and the money goes then to whichever charity that we decide it's the best for that year. I think it's going to be the cancer research this year, I'm not too sure, but my wife knows what to do there. But any money that I raise on these Christmas cards, I'm going to go for that. So let's just put some blue, this is a Prussian blue, and a little bit of white just into there. And don't worry about using tracings and things. We don't stand on ceremony here in Wales. We just do whatever's easiest for us. And I mentioned it before, that a lot of artists use, and they will deny it, but they do. I'm here to tell you that it does happen. Tracings. So don't worry about it. As long as it works, as long as you get the effect that you want. And anyway, you're not a professional artist, I wouldn't imagine, because you wouldn't be watching these programs. So use whatever you need to do to get your painting across. There you go. If you're learning, then why not do whatever makes life easier for you. So I'm just using a little bit of blue. I'm using my brush in quite a loose manner. I'm trying not to overblend. I want a crisscross pattern there. It just adds a little bit of texture to the background. There you go. And then just loosely. Now I've altered my mix of gesso. I use a lot of marble dust now, and if you do that and you buy some marble dust, then please do me a favour and get a dust mask and some goggles and some gloves, because marble dust is so fine, you can breathe that in and it's not going to do you any good at all. It's quite dangerous stuff. And anyway, there's videos that I've made out there, and they will be available in the iCards for you. So let's just get on to this. I'm using a lot more white into this section because I want to brighten this section right up now, like that. And I'm just using the brush with the colour and the pigment that's on there, like that. So I'm just picking up the white, I'm not adding any more blue to my brush, and I'm just blending that in a little bit here, and I'm just leaving it a little bit rougher in places. There we go. And just leaving a bit of that canvas show through, because that's part and parcel of your canvas, of your painting. And the thing is that if you put a colour ground on there, you can let that show through as well. I've picked it up a bit too much paint, so I'm just taking off some there. I'm just going to use this as slightly darker down here. I'm just going to go around Greece, the Snow Kid, and across the Daniel, the Snow Kid. There we go. And it's a wonderful time of year this year, and I'm looking forward to Christmas this year. I really am, and it's coming around quick. I think it's coming around a lot quicker than I thought it would. Yes. So just be loose, put some patterns in like that. It's looking nice, it's looking nice. So bring in some more white in. And as I said, these are just Christmas card paintings, and I do these every year. I've shared a couple last year, I believe, with you, which was the deers and that. If you want to click the iCards, that's going to take you into those paintings. The iCards are there in the top corner. It looks a little circle. There's a little thing that pops across every so often. You need to click on that, and that's going to take you into whatever paintings I've decided that would benefit you, really. There you go. So I'm just loosely applying this paint. As I said, this is a Christmas card painting. It's designed that way, and that's what I want it to be. And as I said, I make these into Christmas cards. I take a photograph of them, and I do them in Photoshop, and I get some cards in from the range or Hobbycraft, or as you would know it in America, Hobby Lobby, and then I just make my own Christmas cards and I sell them to my customers. As you know, I'm a window cleaner, so I see quite a lot of customers and I share them with them. So I want to warm this up a little bit just down there. That's going to be a bit of snow, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of Prussian blue there. I'm going to mix that in. I don't want any white on my brush, because I tell you why I don't want any white on this brush, because I'm going to pick up some red and I'm going to mix that in like that, because I want to warm that blue up. You can see it's gone purpley colour now. Now I've added a bit of white, you can see it. So I'm going to put a bit of warmth in. Just put a bit of shadowing under there like that. And get some of this Prussian blue colour. I'll make that a little bit warmer, I think. Let's make that a bit warmer. There, it looks a bit warmer now. I want a bit of warmth. I want a bit of warmth to this. That's better. That's better. Let's put a bit of shadow under there like that. And let's just get some Prussian blue. Mixing that in, dragging it across, because this is a wall that they're leaning on and trying to look over. I don't know why are they looking over a wall, but they are. I'm just going to get some Prussian blue, neat Prussian blue. I'm just going to put a line like that. That will be self-evident in 1 second. There you go. Now, I think I'm going to change this brush. I'm going to put that brush into some water just a second. I don't condone soaking brushes in water, but for the speed of what I'm doing, I need to do that. So, just going to moisten down this brush. I've let this brush go a little bit hard. I purposely left a little bit of paint in this brush. Now, the reason I've done that is because I want to stiffen it up, and I quite like a stiff brush, because I'm going to be working on a Van Gogh painting in the new year. So not only am I going to be using bristle brushes for that, but I'm also going to be using some acrylic brushes as well, because primarily it's going to be an acrylic painting. But I need to stiffen up some of my brushes. Now I most probably end up ruining brushes, but on the other hand, I've done that before, and those brushes have turned out quite nice. In fact, they've turned out quite a nice brush. So I'm putting in some red onto his hand like that. I think I just discard that paper. I'm going to pick up a little bit of burnt umber. Now, burnt umber is a lovely colour, because what it does is you can use it as a shadow colour with blacks and blues, and you can use it with red, and it warms. It darkens the red without destroying the red. I'll show you what I mean. If I get a little bit of burnt umber You can see it'll darken that red up. It'll make it quite... It still maintains that warmth then, but what it's doing is, instead of using a black, you'll be using a brown. There you go.
One option is the black cockle on Wales in Caerphilly. Is that the one you're looking for?
Oh, Siri just clicked in then. There you go. Just put a little bit of shadow into this Christmas hat. It's looking pretty good, I think. We need to darken this side off now. This is the darker red. A little bit of dark under there like that. Let's go into, now if you want to lighten red, just add a little bit of yellow to it. No, don't add white because it'll go pink. You can add a little bit of yellow to red to lighten it. And it'll go like an orange colour, but you'll still have that warmth to it. There you go. So, now a little bit of yellow directly. Just to give that a little bit of a, like I say, if there's a little bit of light, just catch in on that. Hat. There you go. That's nice, isn't it? That's nice. I think I'm going to give him a nice red scarf. There you go. I'm going to give him some red mittens as well, I think. If you're struggling, use a different brush. Just put some shadows and stuff in on that now when I be at the stage. So I'm going to dry this off in a minute when we put the snow on, so I'm just getting some underlining colour in there for the moment. I think I'm just going to get another brush and pick up a little bit of blue now, a little bit darker blue. I'm just going to put some shadowing on this. Basically he's a snowman. Yes, he's a snowman. In order to show white, we need to add a little bit of colour. To the white, in order for it to take white, if that makes sense. Can't paint white on top of white because you'll have no shadow underneath it. This is the same way as painting snow, which we are painting snow really, aren't we? Let's get a little bit of this red. Let's just give him a couple of rosy cheeks there for the moment. There we go. Just put a bit of warmth just under that hat. And put a little bit of blue in. I know it looks a mess, but when we put the white on here, it'll all work. go, we need to do the same with Daniel now. There we go. Put some colour there. We need to put some colour into his face. Now, but while we're doing that, we also need to think, yes, we need to put some colour there, because this is a wall which has got snow on it, so we need to put a little bit of colour in there like that. How's that? Looks okay, I think. I'm going to dry that off. Okay, so that's dried off now. I'm going to get a little bit of white now on the brush. This is just an ordinary short flat. And I'm just going to start putting in some white. And hopefully that colour will show through. There we go. I highly recommend that you copy. I try and copy somebody else's work in a nice way, not to sell it or anything like that. But if you know the artist, like I'm currently working with. I've done a Thomas Gainsborough. I'm also working on a Van Gogh, as I've said, and I've been influenced so much by that artist that I'm studying his techniques, and it's made me much more enthusiastic about my work. It's also my private work. It's also improved my work immensely by understanding artists that I copy. As I said, I'm currently doing a Van Gogh, and I've done a Thomas Gainsborough, and I've done a Stefano. Well, I'm in the middle of working on that one, and I'm sure there'll be a couple of more paintings that I'll do throughout the year. It really does improve your work immensely. Not that this is going to be a master piece of artwork. This isn't. This is just a postcard or Christmas card, and you can do that anyway. You can make your own postcards, can't you? You could pick scenes from around where you live, and you could make postcards and make them into postcards, and you could send them to family and friends and all that type of thing. You really could. And this is where we need the fluffiness of snow, which is on the top of this wall. So a little bit thicker paint. And it's inevitably going to hang down a little bit like that. A little bit of colour with shadowing. These are wonderful paintings to do because you can be so free and relaxed with them that it'll just help you immensely. It really will. It will just help you immensely. Christmas is coming and the goose is getting fat, and please put a penny in the old man's hat. If you haven't got a penny, an halfpenny will do. If you haven't got an halfpenny, then God bless you. It's an old little rhyme that my mother used to say to me when I was little. That's many years ago. Oh dear me, that's many years ago. Just scraping some paint. There you go. Oh dear. That's not going to be furry, so let's just put a little bit of fur-like or fluff-like effect on there. We could put his bauble on his hat. There you go. We'll put his bauble on his hat. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Just enjoying our fun. Put a little bit more shadow in there in a minute. Before we do that, let's just put that brush one side a second. I'm just going to pick up another brush and I'm going to pick up some Prussian blue, I think. And I'm just going to put a little outline around him. In fact, let's get a little bit of black Prussian blue because we want to make this more like a cartoony type of drawing, really. So we need to put an outline on him. Like that, just to define an edge. There you go, just to define an edge line. Again, here he goes. Clive's talking about Van Gogh again, and Van Gogh did this. He actually did outline a lot of his work. There we go, a history lesson as well now. Let's get a little bit of white. Okay, let's put his eye in. Let's put his eye in. Put his other eye in. I love Christmas. I really do. Let's put a line just around that. It's just a little bit. Shadow. Just going to pick up a little bit of white on the edge of my brush. Just going to blend that in there like that. Oh. I feel a song coming on, but I'm not going to sing. Could that put you off? There you go. Lovely jubbly. Washing our brush, I'm going to pick up a bit of red. Pick up a bit of red, and let's put his nose in there like that. Picking up a bit of yellow just on the tip of the brush, and hopefully that'll go yellow, orange. Orange will go lovely against the blue. Yeah. Let's get a bit of white just to lighten that orange up. Let's just give him some rosy red cheeks like that. You could spend a bit of time on this if you wanted to. You can keep brightening up areas as you go. I tend not to do a lot of work with these things. It's I just like the rawness of these type of Christmas card paintings. I designed them this year to be a little bit looser because that's the way I've been painting recently, is very loose, and I think it's just incorporated itself into my work, and that's what happens sometimes. We go through stages like that, and let's just get a little bit of glint in his eye, is it? There we go, a bit of a glint in his eye there, like that. Now let's have a look at Daniel, because we need to do Daniel now, don't we? We need to do Daniel a little bit. Let's just get a shadow in there like that. We also need to give him two eyes. To give him a little bit of glint in the eye as well. Let's get a bit of this red. Let's give him a nice clarity nose like that. And we'll get some blend under. Maybe a little touch of black this time, just to speed the process up a bit. Put a bit of shadow under there. Bit of yellow. Bit of yellow across the top. There you are. Let's get a bit of yellow on. Highlight on his glove. A bit of highlight. On glove. You could bring a bit more highlight. Maybe not that much. There we are. Highlight. Oops, I need a bit of water. I just want to put a bit more. Shadow down there. Made it a little bit white. Now I'm fussing. When you fuss, you overpaint. When you overpaint, things start going wrong. And then you start putting things right. And then you start overworking the things that didn't need touching. But it's time sometimes to go, no, stop it, stop it, stop it. And we're all guilty of that little pleasure. We're all guilty of that little pleasure, we are. What I'm trying to do is put some warm type of shadows of the reset. There you go. Just to make him stand out a little bit more. And I think I'm going to ask you to please subscribe to the channel and join me in the studio every Monday. I'm just going to sign this because I'm going to be giving this to charity, or I'm going to be making postcards and selling them to charity, and upload every Monday. So please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for joining me on this special Christmas card edition.
Have a great time. And don't forget to click subscribe.